to predictability. The milkman, the paper boy, the evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a voice of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, a light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Metalheads, what's up, guys?
What's going on, everyone?
What's up, guys?
What are you doing?
So, chat, you guys all know, wait, this way. You guys all know Megan. Everyone say hi. It's Megan Omicron. Thank you so
Hello,
much
everyone.
for guest hosting. It's ladies' night. It's ladies' night. And we
Yeah.
wanted to welcome Eric and Dominic, okay, to the show tonight. Paranormal investigators, medium, awesome. We're so excited to have them on. So everybody start thinking about some questions, pop them into the chat. They'll be able to answer them. We're going to have a great time. So,
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Meg,
Absolutely.
do you want to kick it off since you're the guest?
Dominic is new.
Yeah, so I I know we were sorry for
Dominic is
the
not saying
technical
one thing.
issues,
Oh,
but yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I can start it off.
I lost
so-
audio on Megan and Eric again.
Oh no, not again.
My God. My God.
I don't know what happened. It was good until I went
Oh,
off
no.
and came back on.
Leave and come back. Leave and come back.
yeah. Try to leave and come back. I'm not sure.
Okay.
We had it fixed. I don't know what's
Yep.
going on.
I'll try and leave and come back. I'll be back.
Okay.
So
Bye.
he's done. He's done.
All right.
No,
So
it's
Eric,
just
it's just
pretty
you for right now. So
It's just me and ET. Me and
you
ET.
and ET. So Meg,
Oh,
did
yeah.
you want to go first, or did you want me to go, or what do
Yeah,
you want
go
to do?
ahead.
Oh, you want me?
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So Eric, I'm curious. I know that at nighttime you're a musician. Me too. Awesome.
Yes.
But you also do the paranormal stuff, and I was wondering. I'm guessing that this was an interest of yours from childhood. But when did you actually delve into it in a serious way, where you really started getting people involved and things like that?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on. I've been a musician probably practically all my life, a jazz musician for the last 32 years. My mentor was Dave Brubeck, if some of your listeners would be familiar with him.
That's awesome.
And Dave was really great as far as, he was my hero, And so, yes, I basically was a musician, wonderful opportunities, played at the White House for President Clinton,
Wow.
played at the Kennedy Center, played for Obama in 2011. We've been incredible. It doesn't get any better.
Miss you, Obama.
Yeah, and they were awesome. And it was awesome because just having those opportunities was just phenomenal. And then so we're on that level of music and tour and perform all over the Eastern Seaboard. But have always loved the paranormal, like you said. I've ever since I've been a little kid here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, over here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. That's where Dominic's from. Dom, you could hear me now, right? Yep. All right, beautiful.
I can hear everybody. I'm good.
Dominic Siddell, everyone. He's back.
Can't get rid of me that easy.
Woo! Yeah, that's right. Everyone have a drink. Cheers.
Cheers, Dominic. He's back. So, no, but and then I've always loved the paranormal. Dominic and I live here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. He's over in Dublin. I'm over here in Plumsteadville, just outside of Doylestown. But it's, we both went to high school together. Back in high school, never really knew that Dominic's gifts, and I'll have him talk a lot too about him being a spirit medium. But when I started the show, actually, this is our 10th year. So we're celebrating 10 years. Over. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. It's been incredible. So I started it in 2016 because I saw a lot of the paranormal shows on TV, which I love. And I was always a filmmaker. And I was like, man, I could do something like that. I could really, do something. So I started it 2016. Dominic came in 2017. And to your question too, we started doing the videos at first very tongue-in-cheek, very fun. They were very hokey and very, fun. They were just little mini movies. And then Dominic came into it in 2017 and said, hey, I'm a spirit medium. I might be able to help you out in your investigations. So it went to another level of, utilizing Dominic's gifts, and which I didn't know about. I had no clue that he was a medium. We were in high school, doing martial arts and all kinds of working on cars and stuff. Never knew. Yeah, right. We were like, come on. So we even did like a martial arts self-defense video, right, Dom?
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh my goodness.
We were gonna do a spot on the Regis and Kathy Lee show when it was back, when that was on TV.
Wow.
Help me, Gilman.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like Regis film it. So he's always so we've known each other, and then 2017. And then, so basically, we started doing a lot of like bed and breakfast restaurants. We were getting calls from people, and still are, of people saying, look, would you guys want to investigate our bed and breakfast, our inn, our, a hotel? We think it's haunted. So we've kind of become now a paranormal tourism destination TV show. And now we're working with Pocono Television Network. We partnered with them, and it's been phenomenal. We're doing so many videos up in the Poconos area. And just, it's been a ball. And I'll let Dominic talk, because he's got some cool idea. Tell him how you became a medium, or how it all happened, Dom.
Well, I was born with the gift, and when I was about 3 years old, we had moved out of Philadelphia up to where I'm at now in Upper Bucks County, and I kept seeing a gentleman walking by my window when I was little, and found out it was actually a Native American. It was a Lenape Indian, because of a reservation at the top of the hill, and just had conversations with this guy. And my grandmother is the one that helped me figure out who he was and what he wanted. So she had the gift, and she helped me hone it and tune in and understand it more. So that helped a lot to be able to do what we do today. So, but that's ever since I was 3, and that's many moons ago.
And it's so cool too, because we, like I said to you guys earlier, I don't have Dominic's gift. I don't have that. Like Megan, like you have your medium. I don't have that. But what I'll do is I will keep everything into myself until, like, all the paranormal history, anything from that particular venue, and I'll make sure that Dominic doesn't know anything about that until we get onto the site itself. And then it's great to see it unfold right on camera of him going into these paranormal hotspots. But then he'll tell you too, it's amazing, because all of a sudden another story starts unfolding, and all these puzzle pieces are putting together of how all of this activity really originated and how it's always been there, but nobody knew this particular angle. So it's really cool that way to see that. And a lot of times that happens on there. And to get it like right in real time, because we like to pride ourselves in truth-based investigating without the gimmicks, meaning that we don't use a lot of the gadgetry and the spirit boxes and REM pods and things like that. Nothing against that. And I'm not saying anything against that for people that use those. We just don't like to use those because, a lot of times your camera equipment is going to set those things off. The spirit boxes will catch a radio wave or something, right, Dom?
And we just had that happen when we just did the Lackawanna Sanctuary, where Eric came close to me. I was using a magnetometer, and as soon as he got close to me, it went off the charts. We were able to debunk it right there on screen, on camera, and show that it was his cell phone in his pocket that actually set it off. Yeah. So we don't like using those things. We use my gift and other people that are guest mediums.
Yeah, I got too close, Dom. I got too close.
Yeah. Too close to the sun, you were starting to burn out.
You know what? I really resonate with that too. Just the way that I do readings. I like to know very little about who I'm reading because it helps with not having I'm trying to think of the right word, but just, preconceived notions about them. And so the reading isn't swayed one way or another. So I understand that to a degree, just because that's how I also operate with, minimal information, just kind of going into it and going, okay, what is being brought to me at face value and how am I going to interpret this? So I agree with that very much.
Yeah. And the other thing I do is, as the medium, I always ask people, have you had readings before? And if they say yes, then what I do is I always ask spirit to give me something else, give me something different. So it's not regurgitated material. You've already heard it. Let's give you something new. And spirit is very good about that. And they do give me other things. And we just did, we're on Fox 29 on Saturday live with Drew Anderson, the weatherman, and his partner that was there had been to other mediums and asked me on camera. He's like, "Do you see anybody with me?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And I was able to pull his father and give him a reading on his father.
Yeah,
So,
right up,
and
right by.
nobody else had picked up on that. And I said, "Well, you've had other readings." I asked Spirit, and we had talked earlier that he had other readings, and I said I asked somebody else to step in. So it was nice, and I like giving people something new, something else that they can use. So that's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing too. That's the one question I always ask is, have you had a reading before, and like how many or just whatever. And, I'll ask a very basic question like, if they're trying to connect with someone specific, like who is it, or something like
Yep.
that, just minimal information, because I also don't want to, like you said, regurgitate the same thing that they
Yeah.
heard from someone else, although it can be validating because it's like, okay, two people are telling me this, so it's got to be, there's some truth in it. But for the skeptics, I should say, which is actually, if you don't mind, one of my questions that I have, because this is something I find I've also dealt with before. And this is for both of you. How do you deal with skepticism? Because, paranormal investigations, medium, stuff like that, there's a lot of people that are just like, yeah, no, this is a bunch of shit, So,
Yeah. Well,
yeah. So how do you deal
and
with skepticism?
I'm going to jump in right away. Eric is the biggest skeptic you'll ever meet. He always wants to debunk everything. He's always looking, oh, was that a pipe that was creaking? Or was that an animal in the attic? I mean, he's always questioning and asking. And he meets with the owners or whoever's there, the managers, and he gets the stories. Doesn't tell me. I show up and I start giving him the stories of what's going on. And as he alluded to, it's like an onion. You start peeling the layers back, and it's always a story upon a story. And there's always an answer. And where's that answer at? When we did up in the Poconos, we did the candle shops at the Poconos, and that unfolded and opened up even to more. And the owner had no idea some of the stuff. And Chris Barrett, that was with us with Pocono Television, he had no clue some of the things that I was picking up on and giving him stories. And then he went back and did research into it and found out those stories were true. So it kind of helps to have that skepticism, because it does want to make you dig in a little bit more and search and try to find out more of the answers.
Yeah, and to Dom's point, I try to go in just like that, like what's really going on here, and having said that, but also having captured what we've actually captured on video, I'm also a very firm believer that there's a very thin veil from here to there. So at the end of the day, people are seeing something, and I truly believe that people are connected to the spirit world somehow in some way, because right, we are all energy.
Yep.
And I think there's there's people's antenna that may be more attuned than other people. Like Dominic and I could be standing there. Dominic sees a full body apparition and I don't see it. I don't see it there, but he sees it. And, or if I'm seeing a UFO, Dominic doesn't see it, or whoever's there. So it's those kind of connections that I find fascinating through this whole, the paranormal genre, and, wait a minute, hold on. Oh yeah, no, he's okay. Dom's okay. So anyway,
I just fed him bananas the other day and M&Ms.
And also, you'll notice that we like to have fun. That's the other thing. The other thing with this, like we had said earlier, a lot of paranormal shows, it's always like, oh my God, I just got hit. Oh my God, and all that stuff. So we don't do that unless it's warranted. Like when we encountered the Beast of Bray Road in Elkhart, Wisconsin, which was an upright canine dogman werewolf like creature, which like I went out there thinking, no, we're not going to see anything. This is going to be BS. We're not going to see anything. And man, was I totally wrong. So that was like, we actually encountered this thing, and taking Dominic completely out of his wheelhouse, in hunting cryptids And I mean, this case was probably one of the ones that really just kind of like both, turned our entire worlds upside down.
That's
Yeah, that
awesome.
would definitely
Absolutely.
scare the hell out of me too. If I'm being honest, seeing that, oh my goodness,
It
can't
I
was-
even
don't,
imagine.
I don't think I would be scared. I love that stuff. Like whenever my mom would go to like houses where there was like not demonic but like negative energy, I'd be like, "Can I come? Can you show me what to do? Like I want to." Like I was into it. I thought it was so interesting. I'm totally not scared of it.
We we actually we ran into something that we stumbled into something, Dom, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. What
That
did you
was
get us into? That's what I
worse.
kept
I know.
saying.
That was Dominic saying, like, Mintel, what did you get us into? And that happened in October of 2021. And it was one of the most craziest nights. We were in Elkhorn, Wisconsin, on this farm, a 35-acre hayfield of a gentleman by the name of Lee Hample that had been getting a lot of this activity from this creature. And I mean, I'm giving the cliff notes of this thing, but the night of the investigation, it was crazy.
Off the charts. It was crazy.
Dom sees we saw a UFO to start off with. That just was like a solid orb of light going over the field that we were in. Then it did a 45-degree angle and blinked out. Then right after that, we hear a series of howls. Like what was it? About 200 yards away. The first one.
Yeah, first one was about 1,500 yards, and then it was probably maybe 750, and then it was less than 100. It was the third one.
The third howl, and it was not coyote. Yeah, it wasn't coyotes. It wasn't owls, foxes, screech owls, nothing like that. We let everybody hear this, and I should have sent you guys that clip too of this howl, because everybody that I talked to that heard it said it sounded like what I thought it sounded like, a man, this like low guttural scream, growl, yell combination. And I'll tell you, it was the craziest thing. And then and the fear factor was there, right? We were there and we're like, what is this? But we're also like, what are we hearing? What is this? And then Dominic, he goes, shine the light over to where we heard the howls, right? We're still 10 minutes still there looking around. And all of a sudden, you see eye shine. This thing's supposed to be 6 to 7 foot tall. You see the eyes back and forth like this in the corn going back for, just like that. And we beat feet out of there, man. It was like insane.
Yeah, we had no protection besides flashlight and radio.
No protection at all.
That's terrifying.
It was absolutely crazy.
And then a week later, we wound up going to the Pine Barrens to investigate Bigfoot in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. And so you know where that's at, right? The Pine Barrens. So
That's like 20 minutes from me. I'm obsessed.
We were in the Wharton State Forest. Now this is this is a week after we came home from Elkhorn. Dominic said, I felt safer in the Pine Barrens than I did in Elkhorn.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
Oh wow.
And the Pine Barrens it's got some stuff.
Well, we got it.
Absolutely.
And we got it on video. I mean, I was like, this is a video people could see on my YouTube channel. It's called On the Pine Barrens Bigfoot, and then On the Watch for Squatch. But the first video,
I saw the shirt.
I think, just like the shirt. And it was just insane. The researcher's wife that was with us, we heard these whoops, and she goes and makes a whoop, and we hear these whoops coming back at us in the woods. It was the spookiest night, man. It was so crazy, but it happened, cool. And it was there. So, and you can't write this stuff, right, Dom? I mean, this just happened.
And it's crazy when we go out to these things. Eric's always like, when we were flying out to Wisconsin, he's like, I'm expecting just do a really good documentary, not really capture anything, maybe hear some good stories. And then when we captured what we got, when we went back the second time, we did just a meeting, just a town hall meeting at the local library in Elkhorn. And we had 140 people come out to this place to share their stories. And every one of them, when they're sharing their story, was how it walked, how it glided, how it sounded. They were all the same. And it is amazing to hear basically repetitive stories from all different people, from a bus driver to a farmer to young students that were walking home from a friend's house
And then-
and hearing this stuff. It's just crazy.
What about the lady that goes, "How come you guys didn't stay out there longer?"
Yeah.
The skeptic. We found her.
The craziest
Out there?
yeah, the craziest thing is we went out to dinner before we even went out to the field. And as we're going out to dinner, we're getting stopped by people because of the shirts we were wearing at the time. And they're like, "Are you here searching for the Beast of Bray Road? I've got a story to tell you. It was running next to our car." And
Yeah.
it just, all these stories of people
That is
before we even
crazy.
got on in
I
the
gotta write
field.
this down. Sorry,
It
you
was
guys just
wild.
reminded me I have to write something down so I don't forget to ask you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, all these people that were, and they were all sincere. You know,
Oh, yeah.
the main guy, and the reason why we were out there, a good friend of ours, Ellen Collins, she's a big fan of ours. And she asked Dom and I, she's like, "You guys ought to do a video for the Beast of Bray Road out here because she lives in Wisconsin." I said, "Ellen, I would love to. I don't know how to get out there. I don't know who's going to pay for us to get out there to edit it." Anyway, she paid the whole freight.
Yep.
And we made her the executive producer. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
And just to clarify too, Beast of Bray Road is considered a cryptid,
Yeah.
correct? Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure. Cool.
And
Yeah.
again, it's out of Dominic's wheelhouse, as far as like anything the cryptids go. So yeah, it was an amazing.
Eric just needed bait. That's all it was.
That was
It
it.
was just bait.
No, I mean, it was, and Dom, I mean, that night, the entire town of Elkhorn, the power went out that night as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
We had this weird mist came up from the field that we were in that was messing with our audio. I mean, we had like a trifecta of all kinds of weird activity. So it's something. Now we got permission now to go explore the extra 180 acres that are out there. So I'm hoping that we can maybe do another expedition out there soon, sooner than later. It's been a
Where's
while.
that located again?
In Elkhorn, Wisconsin.
That's great.
Yeah, Linda Godfrey had written books on it, and this has been seen since like 1920s, 1930s.
Yeah.
That this beast has been seen, and it's been. I mean, when we did our research out the library, they had articles with her books and everything else that from Linda Godfrey, and just amazing stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it was just crazy. And so we've been very lucky. And then now we're doing all these great videos for the Pocono Television Network. And then some of the folks that are working at the station are on the investigations with us, like Kate Kroll and the president, the president, Chris Barrett. And he's awesome. And it's great to have these guys on these investigations. Because they see what's going on. And Chris is so impressed with Dom because Chris witnessed it one night. We were right there, and there was no way that Dominic could have known this particular thing that was happening in this hallway. And he tuned in on it because Chris and I found out about it earlier. And Dom, you hit that right on the nail, man. So it was really great.
Yeah. And we get Marilyn Christner, right? Marlon. Yeah. She's our Bigfoot person. She loves Bigfoot. She wants to go with us on Bigfoot investigations,
and which we're doing next month.
Yep,
we're doing a Bigfoot in Jim Thorpe. So if you know Jim Thorpe area, we've got a lot.
Oh, do you need an extra person? I love Jim Thorpe and I love Bigfoot. Oh my God.
I'll tell you what, it's amazing because we've gotten a lot of witnesses that have reached out to me that have had all these sightings in Jim Thorpe with Bigfoot. So it's really cool. One guy took a picture as he was bolting out of there because he thought it was a bear, but he looked back and the thing was on two legs and it didn't look like a bear. But as he took the picture, he ran. And now this is a guy that's a father of two. I just saw recently on Facebook, he was like ordained in the Catholic religion recently. So, I mean, this is, and he wants to talk about it on camera. So this is a guy that's not making anything up. And, when Dominic and I are interviewing witnesses, we also know we could discern the truth from the BS, right? And, when people are telling us their story, and especially with Dominic, when people are coming up telling him about their, their things and prolific things that have happened, and they're getting emotional or having a hard time coming out with this, something profound happened to them. And
absolutely.
We never discount anybody's of what happened or story, unless it's complete, you know what I'm saying?
unless it's horse shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can curse on here. This is a bunch of metalheads. You're fine.
T though, I'm sorry.
It's ET. He's young. He's still young yet.
Let's see.
He's only 900 years old, but he's still young.
He's
So,
just a baby. I mean, so I wasn't wanting to say anything. I have so much stuff that like kind of is added on to what you guys were talking about that I wanted to ask.
let's do it. Let's go.
But also, I have about 15 questions from the chat that I need to ask you too, and they're banking up. So
We only do 13. So
that's it. You guys heard it. 13.
Let's
You're all
go.
screwed.
Let's go.
14 is right out.
let him
Okay.
rip. Let him rip.
All right. So just going back to originally what you guys were saying about sorry, I don't mean to yell. I'm just excited. This is awesome.
That's good. That's good.
The when you were talking about you don't use a lot of fanfare, you don't use a lot of the
No spirit boxes. No.
yeah, I was trying to
Other
think of a
things,
nice
but
way to
yeah.
say it, but the gimmicky things, right?
Yes.
Paraphernalia.
And yeah, and I appreciate that because you guys don't have to give me an opinion because I'm not sure of the politics in the paranormal world, but I hate Zach Baggins so much because he ruined it because people are like, right? Because people are like, oh, this is what paranormal is. Terrified. You know,
Yep.
like, and he's such a douche and he makes everything so, it's theatrical, but not like in a interesting way, in a, look at me, I'm Zach Baggins. I go to the gym and I have a paranormal thing and I'm this cool guy and things always attack me because I'm so cool. Like, get out of here.
That sounds like Eric.
Oh, I can't stand it.
He's always at the gym.
Spoken like a true friend.
This is my last investigation. That's what he's telling him.
He's out of here.
I do love that you guys are like truly skeptical. You're not using gimmicks. You're going in there. You're doing like the legwork and everything. And if it's BS, you're like, it's a little bit of BS here. Or if it's real, you're like, this shit's popping, you guys. You know?
We're not getting possessed every episode either. So
Can you believe it? Look, I got 3 scratches on my shoulder every episode. Terrified.
Yeah.
I get out of here. I can't handle it.
No, at the end of the day, though, the man has built an empire, so we can't fault him for that. He's built this huge empire. But yeah, I get it, and it's entertainment too. At the end of the day,
he's an actor. He's not a paranormal investigator.
Correct.
Yeah, totally. And at the end of the day, it's entertainment. One of my favorite shows is Mountain Monsters, and even though it's amazing because every episode they encounter Bigfoot, and if really people believe that, then there's a problem. But some stuff they do, but some stuff not every episode. And I hung out with those guys, and I'll tell you, I hung out with Jeff Headley, who's Jeffro, and Willie. That's the guy that made all the traps. And these guys are serious when they come to the investigations and stuff like that. So that was refreshing to see that, rather than just be like, oh yeah, we're just trying to get one over on everybody. And I actually like the fact that they want to do that research, whether they get the evidence or not.
Yeah, there's something to be said about building an empire, but you're an actor, so don't make people think that that's what it is. Like, come out and say, this is fiction. This is just a show. This is not based on reality, so that people like you guys, when you're actually doing it, they're not like, oh, another Zach Baggins. It just ruins it. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in. And when you're talking about Doylestown, I have something to say about Doylestown too.
Okay.
Okay, so we went to not that this is Doylestown's kind of near it. We went to the Vampa Museum a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And that was our first time there, and we found it, no problem. We get in, we walk up, all the electricity goes out. And I'm like, oh yes, please. This is amazing.
Ed told me about that. Ed, the owner, told me about the power going out. Yeah.
All the electricity went out, which was awesome, except for the fact that made the bathroom inaccessible. So we had to use a porta potty, which was meh. But it was cool because when we walked in there, like the power just went out, and they're like, people are using their phones. They're trying to give out flashlights. They're like, we have like 4 flashlights, and they're trying to give them out to people so that they can see what the hell's going on. Like, it was great. And there's that room downstairs where everything, like they're trying to cleanse it, you know, and it's all like evil. And I wanted to go down there so bad, but the person that did the tours, or like you had to sign like paperwork and stuff if you want to go down there. And that person wasn't there. And I was like, the electricity's out. There's something down there. I want to go down there, but I can't because no one's here. I was so bummed because it was such a long drive, but I'm going to go back and go in that cleansing room for sure. I can't wait to see what's in there.
What did you think of the doll room?
I wasn't creeped by it.
I had something reach out and grab me.
Really?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be creeped. I thought I was, because dolls give me the heebie-jeebs. But no,
I got a whole ton of them behind me.
Megan.
So I am a doll collector.
Megan, get away from me.
Yeah, I know. They're porcelain dolls, some of them, but yeah, no, that would freak me out too. Even though I like dolls, I do not want to be grabbed by one. So
I mean,
it was whatever was attached to the Burmese doll, and it's a 4-foot Burmese doll with real hair, and it is old, and it just whatever was attached reached out and grabbed my shoulders, and I was like, fuck no, and I bolted to the other side. Eric had it on, was rolling on camera, because we were doing, it was B-roll because of a sound that we had heard, and we were just showcasing where I heard it, and it hit on cue. And when it came, that sound on video, I felt the arms grab me, and I was like, no, and I just bolted to the other side.
Wait, like
no,
I'll go back with you guys. Like we'll go, because nothing happened. Like at every room, I was like, huh, and like nothing. Even though it was all dark, I got no spooky vibes. Nothing. I think they were all like they were on vacation or something.
Well, I'll say too. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the first thing when we walked into that place, I kept saying to Ed, I'm like, he had all these chests, and they're vampire killing kits that are chests from the 15 and 1600s.
Yes.
And I said to him, this was on a boat. And he just freaked out, and he's like, oh God, no, hold on. He whips out his phone. He called Megan, his other person that he works with, and he's like, there's a book on my desk, bring it over here. And it was a ship's log. And he had taken it out of the chest and took it to his office and was reading it. His office is in the barn, which is a total separate building. It wasn't in there, but I knew, because Spirit was telling me, that was on a boat. I could smell the salt air. I could see it moving back and forth. And I freaked him out entirely. He's like, nobody knew that was in there. Nobody knows that. And he's like, how did you know? I'm like, it's what I do. But
it's kind of my job.
Totally wild. Yeah. But that's the whole thing.
What he doesn't know, Dominic broke in the night before.
I will say though too, so I'm in Connecticut, and this was like, I want to say 2013. My sister and I visited the Warren's Occult Museum, and we saw the Annabelle doll and everything, and I do the Gemini Archives with her. We talked about it on the podcast, our experience, and I had sleep paralysis episodes for like 6 months after I visited.
Wow.
And they attributed it to, this is when Lorraine was still alive, and it was just her and not Ed. And she attributed it to, they have a doll there, and I have a picture of it. I didn't think I was going to be talking this, otherwise I'd show you guys. But it's like this doll that's supposed to like haunt you in your dreams and stuff. And it was sleep paralysis 6 months every day without without question. It was bad because it was just around the time I turned 21, and I wasn't doing the mediumship stuff just yet, but I was still very like open, and someone like me going into a place like that is apparently not okay. So we were like having some really intense experience. So yeah, I had a different kind of haunting by a doll. It was just like in my dream, my waking life, it's like I was in a relationship, became very abusive, like physically, and like everything around me was kind of like chaotic. But it was 6 months of my life, I remember, and then it finally just like one day just stopped, and I didn't question it. I was like, okay, it's done. So yeah, I don't know if you guys ever plan to, because I think they're moving the museum up to Salem now this year. If you ever thought about visiting it. I know a lot of people have opinions about the Warrens and everything, so I'm curious if you guys are ever interested in going there.
No.
Oh yeah, I am.
Good answer.
No, I'm just kidding.
Me
No,
either.
you're talking about Connecticut too.
Yeah.
You know, Dom and I did. You probably know this place, a Cheney Hall in Manchester, Connecticut, the Little Theater. Dominic and I did an investigation there, and it was in that theater that Dominic, one of the very rare times that we have ever used the EVP. And Dominic goes, if he's down in the dressing room, and he's like, if there's a presence, and he was feeling a presence in the dressing room. If there's someone in here, would you please make a sound, make your presence known? And then you wait a few seconds later, big knock happens on the wall, and you could see him in this video. He just jumps a foot, and that kind of stuff, you know, is stuff that, you know, you just can't make up. I mean, it's like, but yeah, the Warrens. Look, again, the Warrens are, you know, it's great story and it's a great entertainment again. So
Exactly.
everybody's got mixed emotions with that stuff. The Amityville house, that was not true. That was just something that it was actually a real estate deal gone bad. So it was like nobody.
I agree.
It was like a family type thing. It was
yeah, and even after being there and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's like the movie Disclosure Day. It's a very good piece of entertainment.
Yeah.
Like
nothing
even after being there, I just I could tell.
Did you guys see it yet?
What?
No. Okay.
Disclosure Day.
I've never been up there.
No.
Disclosure Day, the movie.
Disclosure.
Oh, I thought you meant the house. No.
Yeah, it's good. It's good entertainment. I did a review of it today on my Facebook page, but it's.
I'll check it out if it's, you know.
Yeah,
it was very good. It was done very well. But
it's definitely
not too much truth.
Yeah, it's definitely Spielbergian, but not like anything. But anyway, so back to the topic. Dominic, you're talking about the Vampa Museum. The Vampa Museum. So Dominic was doing that. We're doing the recap and heard the sound and got grabbed. Well, about 2 weeks later, I'm doing a book signing at the museum with my new book. And then about, I guess, a mother and daughter were in that doll room talking to the doll. And I was outside. They came out and showed me the video that they actually played for me, that it made a laugh. And it went like that. And it was the same sound that we heard, that Dominic and I both heard, and we caught it on video. And it was the same thing, but this time it was laughing. It was going, And the first one we heard was like, what? It was just the weirdest thing. And, I mean,
I'm definitely going to have to delve in and watch some more episodes. I watched a few just like to get a feel of what you guys do.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to have to do what Trev did and just kind of binge, because this is my jam. And that's why I wanted to watch some stuff too. I was like, you know, I want to make sure that I know what's going on, and I'm going to be so disappointed if it's another like Terrify. I can't, you know, I can't do it.
You guys will love it. And I mean, the consensus with everybody, and I'm not saying this for ego or anything like that, but every time I do a video, people love it because it's all about truth-based and it's entertaining. We add a little humor into it, but we're serious when it comes to the investigation. We're serious when Dominic is tuning in on these things and he's getting emotional. My God, we did a seance on camera.
Oh yeah.
And which is actually going to be coming out, I think, at the end of this month. And it's the Dimmick House in Jim Thorpe. And I mean, we had something happen which blew me away. I mean, and we didn't hear it when we were right there in the seance, but in the post-production, when I was editing, I'm like, oh my God. And I told Dominic and everybody else and everybody was blown away. So I can't wait for people to see this one. It was really, really wild.
I will be watching that.
I will also be watching that. That's
yes,
really
Megan.
Cool.
Oh, do you want to do it like a girls' night where we watch at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Let's do it.
You know what would be cool too, if we ever could do this sometime too, pick a video next time we come on, pick a video like the Beast of Bray Road or whatever, and we'll take like that half hour and we'll all like get everybody, all of your audience members, everybody to watch it. We'll do like a group watch together and do like comments, right, Dom?
Yep.
And we'll talk about it, because here's the thing. Everybody could see a paranormal video online, right? You could see like UFOs. You could see a chair bolting out from a table, you know, but there's one thing of seeing the video and then actually being on site where it happened. And this happened with us at the Hanoverville Roadhouse. We got a piece of video from the owner from the security camera that he said he was upstairs at 12:30 at night doing work, finishing up work for the night. Nobody's there. And all of a sudden he hears a big bang downstairs. So he goes downstairs, looks around, nothing's out of the ordinary. He goes and rewinds the security camera, and there in the dining room, a chair just bolts out from the table. And then a few seconds later, you see an orb come over to the table, and then you see a sugar packet container get thrown off the table. So when I first saw that video, I looked at it and I'm like, oh my God, there's a wall right there. There's got to be somebody there kicking the chair out because you couldn't see anything past there. But then when we got on site, right, Dom, it was like we did all these experiments. There's no way it could have been anybody because we got there and there was a table there right in the way, number one. And then there was a lower wall that went out. And I stood there. There was no way you could get out of the security camera view if there was somebody there. And plus,
the chair,
right? They were very heavy, right? Those heavy chairs.
I tried to slide the chair. I pulled the chair out from the table. I tried to slide it across the floor, and it was so heavy. It just moved about 3-4 inches and stopped. And this thing glided 5 to 6 foot away from the table. So that was pretty cool.
That's so crazy.
Shredbeard is saying that he's got a video if he wants to watch a few minutes. So
you can do that. I'm going to tell you what, though, that whole thing that you guys just said, that's like the perfect date night. That's so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best. That's better than dinner and a movie. That's so much fun.
I agree.
If he wants to play a few minutes, can he scroll to the investigation of the Beast of Bray Road when we're down in the field? It's like toward the end of the Beast of Bray Road, Shredbeard. It's, I mean, this thing is amazing just to see the evidence we got there.
Sure. While he's doing that, I'm just going to rapid fire some questions at you guys and just give like really short answers so we can get through them because we're at like 30 questions now. I haven't asked any of them. So while he's getting that set up, I know the chatters are like, answer our questions, you assholes. Okay. So here we go. Sorry, I was talking, guys. I'm sorry.
All right, ghost activity is just so much fun to talk about.
It's all about the people right now. Go for it.
Okay. So, all right, rapid fire here. First one, have either investigators ever been taken over by spirits during the investigations? Terrified.
Me, no. Dom?
I don't allow that to happen. When that happened at the Nampa Museum with the hands on my shoulders, that's why I bolted and I pushed him back. I told him no.
Nice.
Make it quick, Dom.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, like next one. Have haunted spots ever been too dangerous to reach out to?
Yes.
Example?
Absolutely. One of them was out in Pittsburgh area.
Oh yeah.
So that one is definitely haunted. That's like a portal.
Yeah.
Out there. That's
haunted.
What is that, Eric? Yeah, Hillview Manor.
Wow. Okay, that's cool as shit. Okay, sorry. Now this person texted me a question because it wouldn't fit in the chat. So give me a second. Big breath. He says, my question is more of a quick story as well. If you knew this person, you would expect that. Okay. My question is more of a quick story as well. My mom said years ago, my guitarist Milton was my roommate and was at our house for a party. She went outside for smoke, and in Milton's car, she saw my dead uncle and aunt in the car. They were screaming, but she couldn't hear them. And then a week later, my good friend was murdered and stuffed into the trunk of his car. And she believes they were trying to warn her of what was coming. How can we be more focused on warnings from the dead?
Careful.
Listen to your gut.
Be careful who you hang out with.
Yeah. But definitely listen to your gut. Listen to your intuition. It's there for a reason.
Yeah. Don't dismiss it. Just like if something seems wrong, what is the harm of going, I'm out of here? You left? Yep. Oh, well, you know what I mean? What's the harm of you listening to it? If nothing comes of it.
There's nothing wrong with saying no. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with saying no, I'm out of here. If you don't feel it if it's something wrong in your gut, get out of there for sure.
Yep.
Agreed. All right, let's see. Have the paranormal investigators ever come across extraterrestrial energy? And I know that is a yes, but go ahead.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple times. Beast of Bray Road.
Yep.
When we were out there with the UFO, and also in the Pine Barrens, you
Yeah.
could feel that there
Big
was stuff
time
going
Pine
on.
Barrens. Big time Pine Barrens. I love going
Yeah.
out there.
Oh yeah. I have my own sighting too. So yep.
This question is kind of a silly one, but that's okay. Do you believe in aliens? Is aliens going to take over the world? Fraser, come on, man.
Look,
Yes, I believe in them.
Yes.
No, I don't believe they're going to take over the world.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's see. As far as paranormal activity goes and how the past and the future, what? As far as paranormal activity goes, how and the past and the future connected? Make sense of that.
I think what he's trying to say is, like a lot of these theories are aliens, extraterrestrials, or us from the future. So,
okay.
Some of that.
That's probably what he meant. Yeah.
The Roswell aliens, that was the idea that they were us from the future. They were time travelers. So I don't know. I mean, that's up for conjecture.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's see. How do these things originate? Do you find that these places have had horrible events besides the things that now reside there, like first?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I always say that a lot of the places that we're investigating, and the thing is, we're not doing things that are scary. I mean, there are some elements of fright in these things and some scariness, but, I always like to say if a place is being haunted, that those spirits liked being there. It's like they're storage batteries of energy, of these venues, and that's why a lot of these restaurants, pubs, bed and breakfast, hotels, because people liked going there and being there.
Right. And they want to stay there.
Right.
Yeah. And energy begots energy. So positive energy will draw in more positive, negative will draw in more negative.
Yep.
So there are things that, that happen that are tragic that will attract more negative energy because of that tragedy. So you have to, you have to go in and change that energy. You have to transpose it so it's positive. So you got to find that silver lining.
Right. So it's like magnetic. Whatever was already there, it's going to pull more of that to it.
Same.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. One person wanted to know, have you guys ever encountered choking ghosts, like ghosts that try to choke you or scratch you or hurt you?
I have not myself, but I know other mediums that have.
Well, Dom, you actually, not that it was choking you, but
it was smoke inhalation, coughing.
During the seance, Dominic was grabbing his heart because he was feeling that this person in the house was being smothered, and it was like he was feeling it. So, in that case, it was kind of like a loss of breath for a few seconds.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've heard of that. I've heard of people like when there's like demons and stuff. I know my mom said she used to smell sulfur. And that's how she knew something was like negative there. She would smell like rotten eggs, sulfury smell, and she'd be like, "Get back, baby." And I'm like, "Okay, now we're getting, but I never smelled it. She did. I think she might have been a medium. I mean, she didn't talk about it a lot. She kind of kept it to herself. She did stuff, but she didn't really explain what she was doing. It was kind of her.
It was my dad was like that too. I think he was a little bit of a psychic.
Yeah. And my grandfather was like an automatic writer. And he was super Catholic. So it freaked him out because he didn't know he would do it. And I have like, those yellow like legal pads.
Yep.
Right. So he was born, I don't know, a long time ago. I can't remember. But I have legal pads full of just automatic writing in all different like fonts and languages and stuff. And he would be so embarrassed by it that he would throw it under his bed. And then my mom, when he passed away, my mom went and collected them. There's probably 100 of them. And they say all kinds of crazy stuff. And so that he did that. And then my great grandmother did was clairvoyant, and my cousin's clairvoyant. I got the short end of the stick, gentlemen and ladies. I love the stuff, but I have no gift. But a lot of people in my family do, and it's really cool to see when people have gifts like that. You know what I mean? Like it's and embracing it and not being afraid of it. You know what I mean? Totally. Because it is a gift. Embrace it. And sorry, I went off on a tangent. Let's see. Have they investigated Bob McKay or Waverly Hills, and what's their thoughts on those places?
Not yet.
Oh, I want to go to Waverly so bad.
I hear it's intense.
I know. So, do aliens become ghosts? I don't think so.
That's a really good question.
That's a good question. Yeah.
If they do, they're not sticking around here on our Earth.
Yeah.
They're going to go back to their wherever they're from.
They're hunting their planets.
The one thing I did like about Disclosure Day, and I think Dom knows, and was the psychic aspect of this device that these guys had. So no spoilers here, but you got to check it out. But yeah, the interdimensional kind of a thing there. Yeah.
Cool. And I've got one more question for you, and then we're caught up. And then Shred has that video all queued up. He said, I'm curious if the guest or anyone here has any thoughts on the simulation theory.
Oh, yeah. Simulation. I don't know if this is it, Dom, but we did an investigation. I think it's more of a mimic theory where we did an investigation of a place called Skytop Lodge. And just real quick, the girl that was with us on the investigation, her boyfriend and our cameraman and Dominic were there coming up the elevator. We're coming up the stairs and she goes, there they are. And right away we hear another voice go, there they are. It's the same voice. It was a mimic, same disembodied voice. But
that's creepy.
It was just so crazy. And there we were, where we were, we tried to do the echo. There was no echoes. And then where we were, the stairway led nowhere. So there was nobody there.
Yep.
So
I'm glad you said that, because that was one of my questions, was about mimics, because I've had personal experience with that, and it is fucking terrifying when it happens to you. Like, I was home alone and I thought, like,
hey Megan, hey Megan, come here, Megan. Come here, Megan.
Yeah. It's just like, well, I was home alone one day and I thought I heard my mom and I was like, what? I can't hear you. And I went downstairs. No one was there. I called her up. She was like 20 minutes away. I was like, who the hell was in my house? I was like, home alone. It's terrifying when it happens. But as far as like a simulation theory, I don't know. My brain doesn't like comprehend that. Honestly, like there's so much to it where it's just like, yeah, like stuff like that. Just it keeps me awake at night.
A simulation movie like Matrix.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah. Oh, is that what he's talking about? The Matrix, we're all living in a simulation.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think that's just movies. That's just a movie. And all of these other theories of like that kind of stuff. You have to understand a lot of the stuff is just Hollywood. It's stories. They're movies. They're just fantasy stories.
Yep. Embellishment.
Yeah. And look, the UFO, here's the one thing that I think that the takeaway from Disclosure Day, and is that here we are talking about UFOs, extraterrestrial life, more so than ever. Everybody's talking about it. The government's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. And ghosts and all kinds of stuff. So it's a good period to be in that way, because I think the stigma is now gone from that, aspect of this stuff. And for people like us, you guys, it's great. It's a good time to be alive.
Yeah, because it's no longer something that's going to get you, banished from society. Oh, you're a Satan worshiper because you like that stuff. Like, get out of here, But speaking of Satan worshiper, one more question popped up. Have Eric or Dominic, or I'm going to throw in Megan, has Eric, Dominic, or Megan ever found sigils anywhere or any other evidence of occultist involvement in any cases or locations?
Yes.
I would say, probably at the Vampa Museum, right?
Vampa Museum, out also the Hillview Manor. There was stuff out there.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
I mean, we've seen some stuff.
And
we've also seen it from, from Wiccans and witches, and, that they put sigils on things for protection. We've seen that as well.
So,
not all sigils are bad.
Dominic,
go ahead.
Dominic and I don't really go into a lot of times. We don't go into the dark energy kind of places, right?
No.
But the Vampa Museum was one of those spots that we had to sage ourselves going in and protect ourselves going out too, because, you don't know what's there. We had another psychic medium on with us that night, Julie Krause, and she and Dominic were both feeling all of this intense energy there.
Yeah.
And it was just all real-time stuff that we didn't, and they had no idea. It was kind of, I think, the first time that you were there, right, Dom? Like one of the first.
It was the first time. Yep.
And and then it was Julie's very first time being there. And
cool.
that was an interesting. So a lot of these cases, a lot of stuff, we may catch orbs and maybe some shadows and stuff like that. And then other times we may not catch anything. You don't really catch much.
And that's okay, because they're, it's residual energy, active hauntings, whatever it is. Yeah. They don't show up when you want them to. They're there when they want to be there. So you're not going to get it every time.
Our cameraman Mike Striegel, we started off the year by doing back in January a place called the Harry Packer Mansion, also in Jim Thorpe. The mansion was actually the catalyst for or the inspiration for Walt Disney's Haunted Mansion. And in during that investigation, it was crazy because Mike, who is like he's a little bit more on the
he's a skeptic,
like he saw a shadow, and he saw it plain as day. And then that whole night, Mike was getting this like possession happening, not in an exorcist kind of way, but a possession meaning he kept being drawn into this picture of Harry Potter, like an attachment. Yep. So, and the one we just did at Lackawanna Sanctuary, there was a lot of attachments to a lot of the furniture and that stuff that's been donated to this property. And Dominic was tuning in a lot on that. And even the staff and people there were seeing shadow figures go walking by, and just, just startling, but not scary, but just startling. Like, my God, there's stuff here. There's people here.
Yeah. What about you, Meg?
Before, I mean, as far as like sigils and stuff like that, not really. I mean, what I do, it's very, like one-on-one, and, I'm not really like going into haunted places and stuff like that. So, I've never really had any encounters with anything super negative. I think one time I did do a reading for someone who was experiencing like poltergeist activity, which is intense, because there's a lot of different opinions, I guess, about like what actually causes poltergeist activity. People think it's like, I can't remember the exact term, but like psychokinesis, and there may be hallucinations, environmental factors. There's all kinds of things that go into it. So I did have an experience where someone came to me and they were like, stuff's happening in my house. And I'm like, well, I'm not a paranormal investigator. I'm a medium. So I don't know. I'm like, I think you should talk to someone else. But that's actually, you answered all my questions except for one. This is my last question that I do have for you is, have you had any experiences with like poltergeist activity, and what do you personally think causes it? Do you think there's one specific thing, or do you think there's other, like, it depends on the situation?
I always blame it on Dominic. Within 15 minutes, something happens, on these investigations, which is just you can't write this stuff. And go ahead, Dom. I didn't cut you off there.
No, that's all right. No, I've done with Julie some house cleansings for poltergeist activity. Usually it's leftover residual energy that the previous owner that had passed away in the house, they don't like the changes that are going on. They also, because of opposing mirrors, I'm sure you know that opposing mirrors can create portals. So that doesn't help. So we tell them, move the mirror, and when you do sage a house, people are like, oh, I sage all the time. But do you do it with intention? That's the big thing.
Right.
You have to say what you want to fill that room with, and you have to do it intentionally. You don't want to say, well, I want the bad spirits gone. That doesn't work. You're inviting them back in because you're recognizing there's bad spirits.
Right.
So you want to say, I want love, I want peace, I want harmony, I want, peace, prosperity. This is what I'm looking for. Love. You want all the positive. And that's my whole thing is I push the negative away. I only want positive. So when we go in to do these investigations, I do feel some of that negative energy, but I push it away just so I get the clarity of tapping into what's good. Because I want them to, I want people to leave with being happier and feeling more peace and more calm rather than having that negative energy still lingering. So that's my whole thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does Shredbeard have the video up and running?
He does. Sorry, I've got one more for you. And I messaged Shred and I was like, got that video, we're ready. But this was actually a good question. To all of those on the panel, do you think that entities and paranormal activity has consciousness behind it, or is it essentially a recorded message being replayed over and over?
Both?
I think it's both, but I think it's more intentional. So, you know,
Yes,
when you're
agreed.
seeing things and you're feeling certain things, and when things are happening, there's a reason behind it. Whether it be, you know, hey, look, you know, look at this object behind me. See this picture? This picture, it meant so much to me. And I'm glad it's being displayed. And I want you to know that I'm happy you're doing that for me, as, you know, honoring my memory and honoring me. So it's to me, it's with intention that they're doing that. So, you know, I don't like the bed against that wall. I want it against this wall because that's where my bed was. And over there was never good. There was a draft. I'm just trying to keep you healthier. So it's always, to me, is always mostly done with intention.
Mm.
There are some jokesters out there that like to just go around poke you know, and just for fun. And it's just,
Or try to
that's
push
just
you down
me.
the stairs.
Yep. Yeah, but there's a reason why they do that. So it's, you know, whether it's you're being a bad, you know, you're not making good decisions. I don't want to say bad, but you're not
Yeah.
making good decisions, and you know, you're abusing your spouse or abusing your partner or whatever, and they're there for protection, and they're going to be like, this is your comeuppance kind of a thing.
Be right
Right.
back. Yeah. Hold on a second. I'll be right there.
Megan, what about you? What do you think?
So I agree, you know, and because the way I see things, everything is, you know, in our waking lives, it's energy exchange, you know. Oh, sorry, I got distracted by a doggy.
This
Hi,
is
Oh,
our mascot.
give him to me.
Oh, so
She's
cute.
adorable.
Baby.
She was just scratching at the door. She's my co-host.
Oh,
What's her name?
I know.
Gabby
So
Grogu.
cute. Hi, Gabby. Thank you for joining us.
Here she is.
Um,
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Gabster.
so cute. So no, I was just saying, like, you know, I believe energy exchange, you know, and so I agree with you, Dominic. That's how I see things too, where it's like, you know, we leave kind of like energetic imprints on things, you know, and sometimes it can come up as like residual if it was like part of your routine or something. That's how I see it. Like, you know, you go to bed certain time every day, so in that room, certain time of day, you're going to feel that person's energy if they're no longer there. Or sometimes it's, you know, a little different. Like sometimes, and I see when I, you know, do my readings and stuff, sometimes I see people in relation to like closeness, like someone will feel like they're right next to me or like in the other room, you know, and it just depends on like what frequency they vibrate at and stuff like that. So I guess the right answer is both. Because you know, it just depends on the person and what frequency they're vibrating at and how strong their energy comes through. There's a lot of factors that go into it.
Totally.
It's fascinating. I think the whole thing to me as a researcher is just fascinating, you know, as a musician too, you know, just everyone's like jazz and paranormal. What? You know, it's like, but the paranormal aspects of what I do is I pretty much, you know, ever since like Dom, since 3 years old, in a different way, I've always been able to just sit and play the piano. So it's just always just,
is piano your main instrument?
Yeah, I don't read music or anything like that.
Oh, me too. I'm a music teacher, so I love that.
There you go. So, and it's amazing, you know, but in our family, we had a lot of musicians. My mom's brother was Don Ciccone, who was actually he was in Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Oh, yes. Cool.
Nice.
He was a bass player from like 1972 to 82, and all the hits like Oh What a Night, you know, the part on that song where it's like, I felt the rush like a rolling ball. That was my uncle singing that part. So
I love that.
We've got a lot of really great stuff like that. And then me, you know, in my career, so music is a huge thing. But, you know, we did have somebody say, hey, have you ever played piano in any of our investigations? Right. So we should do this, Dom. Yep. I should bring a keyboard with me to see if there's any possible, you know, connections with music, and we get any activity back from any of the spirits, you know, that way.
Yeah.
That might be cool.
Well,
that would be awesome.
That would be so
cool. That kind of happened in Connecticut.
Oh, that
old
did.
Lime Inn.
That's right. The old Lime Inn. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We we in Connecticut, we were playing. Well, my groups played at the old Lime Inn, but Dom and I wound up doing an investigation there. We're upstairs doing the investigation like 2 a.m, right? And all of a sudden it sounded like a drip of water, like a ding, ding. And I'm like, what the hell is that? But then I knew what it sounded like. It was a snare drum.
Snare drum.
And we went downstairs and and as we're going downstairs, we could still hear it. And then we get around the corner, it stopped.
Whoa.
We told the owners, Ken and oh my God, man, they were absolutely blown away. Could not believe it.
That's cool.
That is so awesome.
It was awesome.
Well, and just my opinion, I think it's both. Also, I think you have some cases where it's like a sentient, person that's like, what are you doing in my house? I built that wall. Why did you take it down? And then sometimes it's just kind of echoes of things, of people. So we have this old house. It's almost like 100 years old. And we've been renovating. And I'll tell you after the video. This house is so haunted. It's ridiculous. But we're putting up some like walls and stuff. And just to freak anyone out that takes down the walls in like 100 years, I wrote stuff on all the studs. So it's just like lyrics and creepy things like "you should not be here," like just a mess with them. But Trev has been dying to play this video, so let's play this video.
Okay.
Let's do that. Shred, are you ready, man? Play this video. We'll get it all going. I think I'm getting a thumbs up. Yes. Okay. But yeah, the house is, I can't wait to tell you about it because there's so much creepy stuff. There's voices. This is like an old graveyard, so it's very much like the movie Poltergeist. We found a gravestone from the 1800s. Like,
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
When Shred plays the video, he could play the video up until we hear the howls and maybe a little bit after, and then we can come back to it because I just want you to see this thing. It's just unbelievable.
Oh, I cannot wait to hear this.
Play it after we see the eye shine, and then you could stop it there.
Do you know what we could do? Why don't we go on the side panel? We'll play the video, and if we stay on the side panel, then we can comment on it.
Perfect.
You want to do that?
Sounds good.
All right. Let's see here, Trev. Let's go. Whoop. There we go. And then whenever you want to add the video, just pop it on up there, and we'll be all set.
Want to play some thumb?
Wait. While we're waiting for him to do that, I'll just go over here and I'll just do. Let's find some things.
People sneeze different in other countries. Like French people might go achoo. Dude, they do. Yeah, like German people say just like achoo. Wait. Achtung.
Ellen Collins and Dominic Sattel descend on the farm of Lee Hampel. What they were about to discover will shock and amaze you. So Shred, Bucks County Paranormal Investigations tackles the Beast of Bray Road. Hey Shred, Ed, can you go down to this way? Just go. You don't want to play the whole thing because then we're gonna. Keep going all the way down, almost to the end. I'll tell you where. It's amazing. Keep going, all the way. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. A little bit before that. A little bit before that. Right. Keep going. Keep going back. Keep going back. A little bit more. And
Right there.
Right there. Right there.
Right.
Yep. When Dominic brought to our attention a bright light in the night sky.
What the hell is that, Eric?
What, that up there? Yeah, really.
Is that a plane?
I don't know.
No, it's not a plane because you would be able to see
It would be
flashing.
flashing.
I think we got something, Scott. Check that out. Can you get up there at all? I mean, I hear it. It sounds like it, but...
No, it's moving too fast.
There's the orb.
That's
can you hear
the
it?
orb.
Can you see that? I think you got it. The red dot. Yeah.
Because this over here
that's-
is a plane.
Well, look that's flashing over there. See, this is flashing.
That's a
and that-
plane.
There's no-
yeah, and
there's
no
flashing
that's
lights.
Flashing
What the
over-
hell is that?
Okay, so that's flashing.
There's
that's
other
flashing
planes
over there.
around.
Red.
This one is not.
This one is not.
Planes down there.
This is a solid, fat.
That's a plane. That's a plane. There's a plane over here. That is just solid light
Blink
going
fast
away
moving.
from us.
Watch
Well,
this.
actually, it was getting brighter.
Holy moly.
Now it's
that's
gone.
really gone. Well, look at that. It's gone.
Stop right there.
It's gone.
Fred, stop right there for a sec. So that thing, as people write, Dom, where Scott is our cameraman, was Ellen's son. He is sitting there trying to get the thing, and he's moving around the camera. But as we're standing there, this solid orb of light is just going over straight, no sound, and then it does this 45-degree angle and blinked out. So then, and you can see other planes around too.
Yeah, and during that, down towards the bottom of it, you could actually see there was a plane flying below it, and you could see the red and green flashing lights, and that was just a solid orb. We went and we looked to see if it was, Starlink, if it was any kind of satellite, if it was a space station,
Yeah.
but it wasn't moving fast enough for any of those. But it was moving about 4 times faster than a plane.
Yeah.
So,
was
you know,
amazing.
your perspective from where you're at in the ground and where that was, it's a little distorted speed wise, but it definitely was heading towards a plane, made a 45 and blinked out.
Yep.
Wow.
And now
That is crazy.
here's where it gets interesting now. So here's where we hear these howls. We're not going to say anything so you guys can hear all this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's something there.
Are you hearing this howl?
I am hearing this howl. It's coming from over that way.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Okay, stop. We could stop it right there for a
That's
second.
getting closer.
Yes.
So right there, right there, what we heard, and again, guys, this video, it doesn't do it justice, because when we were there, just to give you I'll give you a little insight. We have little lavalier microphones on so we can catch the close miking, you know. When we were there, that howl was so much louder on site. That's how loud it was that it caught it. But keep playing it from here, and we're like gobsmacked.
Did you hear it? That was unbelievable. That's out here.
Okay.
Dom,
was in the distance,
where
I'm
are
right
you?
behind you.
and now it was closer. So,
Shine the light that way.
I'm looking for
If we see anything, we'll see eyes with that
yeah.
light.
Keep a look at over here.
I'm going to look back here because.
Scott, did you hear that?
Oh, yeah. I could have swore I heard a rustling as well.
You want me to enter back?
No.
No.
Okay, so no sooner have we been out here. Did you heard that?
Oh, I heard
We
it.
all heard it.
I heard that.
Scott, you heard that too.
This was the same sound our anonymous witness reported to us.
We heard this deep monotone sound that it kept going. So if you were to take like a wild pig sound almost and make it monotone so it doesn't pitch, that's almost what we heard.
So there's definitely something out here, man. I mean, maybe we should have used that, what do you call it?
The flare gun.
The flare, yeah.
We were freaked
Okay,
out.
so here we are.
I know.
No sooner out here 5 minutes, we just heard what was not a coyote.
That was definitely not a coyote.
Oh, shit.
No idea why I boosted out there and not before. Suddenly, I noticed a mist starting to form around us.
Oh, look at the mist. Look at the mist coming up. See it?
At the same time I noticed the mist, I also noticed our wireless mic started cutting in and out.
It's starting to mist up here. So earlier what we did, we baited that area that Lee has been getting a lot of activity in. We baited with a stake bone, and the bone is still there. Scott has a GoPro on that area, so we're going to catch anything that's been in there, in and out of there. We just heard this weird sound. We're not hearing anything now. Dom and Ellen are looking for eye shine, and so far we've been out here 10 minutes and it's been unbelievable. So we got a little bit more work to do.
We're out here. We just heard this howling. We saw something in the sky. I'm just glad Eric didn't decide to split the team up this time.
That was the weirdest thing I've ever heard, man. And it can't be a... Shh.
Rustling. I'm hearing rustling over there.
See, now you can see. Shred, you could stop it right here for a
It was
second.
in this area.
About the same time, Dominic. Right there. Oh, you got it. Perfect. That is the eye shine right there. there was another farm on the other side. That's the farm light. This is the eye shine of this thing. And Dom is asking Scott to shine the light over there. But play it from here, you could see it again. It's kind of, it's moving.
I heard the rustling. You can clearly see eye shine across the field from us. Clearly something was stalking us.
I'll tell you what, I mean, we've only been out here 10 minutes. And just the weirdest thing. That was weird. That was really weird.
That was really weird. There was more than one.
There was more than one.
Stop it here, and then
but you can't deny that that was not there.
So it was there, and you know, for people that have to check this whole video out, just not the investigation. There was actually the light, the UFO, the howls. I mean, it was just a nonstop trifecta of activity out there, and it's still going on. You know, Lee is still getting the screams out there, and getting. But beyond all of this stuff, Lee's got all these pictures and hair samples that are under the microscope. They're translucent. Just really bizarre stuff. He's trying to get DNA testing, and so really, really interesting. So yeah, it's amazing, amazing investigation.
Have you guys all right, if you went back, would you guys like go towards, because that's the first thing I would have done. I would have been like rustling eyes. I would be flashlight like trucking towards it, like, let me find out what you are. Let's go. You know?
Yeah.
Would you guys go towards it next time?
We did. Well, on the follow-up investigation, we did actually go into that field. That was where we heard the howl. But the thing is, the corn was down at that particular time, but we did find all of these weird, like, square tracks, right, Dom?
Yep. Yeah, they were basically knuckle walkers. So that from the knuckles, walking on their knuckles.
You know, like a do you know like a gorilla would walk on its knuckles? Yep. And Lee's also got these crazy tracks, these 7-pad, 5-toed tracks of these things too. So very strange. And I think that's the hind legs of this thing, and the knuckles and the way it walks and the why it's so fast. And everybody that we talked to said it's either when it's on 2 legs, it looks like it's gliding, or when it's on all 4s, it's really, really fast. So wow. There's something out there, definitely.
I mean, he has pictures of tracks in the snow, and it's one set of tracks. Then all of a sudden, there's 2 sets, and they go different directions.
Yep.
You're like, it's just one set, and you're like, that's weird. And then he has other ones that go up, and they make a hard 90. And he's like, if it was a dog, you'd see extra, or a wolf or anything, you'd see the extra trying to balance its body. But these are just up, and they make a 90, and it's just a perfect 90. And it just keeps walking.
Yes, exactly. That's what we felt. That's exactly what we felt. And it was crazy because it was like the same. It was, somebody had mentioned portal, you know, could there be, that was the other thing, you know, this thing could be coming in and out of portals, you know, it's just, it's a very weird energy area over there, because earlier in the day, Scott he also builds these very like high-end drones. So he had us on drone going over this part of the field, going over to this bait area that we call it, where we had the stake bones, where we had that activity. We disappeared off of his screen on his virtual reality glasses. So we had to lift him up. We were still there, but we digitally disappeared off of his screen in this particular area. So it was really strange. And then that night, the GoPro didn't get anything there. It never linked up. The trail cams, all the trail cams on the property were not working that night. The entire town of Elkhorn lost power that night. Stop. It was crazy stuff.
Our key cards for the hotel, the magnetic key cards all stopped working. They were demagnetized. Our batteries in our phones, our watches, the cameras kept dying.
We got
something was draining it. It was wild.
We got zapped.
That is crazy.
Wow. Do you guys like find that does it change your like day-to-day life just because of the things that you see and you experience and stuff? Do you find that it actually changes your day-to-day life, or is it exactly the same as before you started doing this?
I've been married twice, so nothing scares me. So, No, it's like, no, that's a good question though. No, it makes me more curious, I would say. It makes me like, I want to find, that's what we're, there we go. Shredbeard knows what I'm talking about. There you go. So yeah, it's like, you know, we're trying to get that truth. You know, we're trying to figure out what is going on here. You know, what are people seeing? And that's why we're so grateful to have Dominic on the investigations, because, you know, he's tuning in on stuff that we would never see. And Megan, you too, you know, it's that kind of stuff. You're tuning in on stuff that the average person wouldn't see. The one thing that blew me away, and a lot of people think, and one of the questions was, well, does Dominic only do people? You know, and he had actually a situation with animals. Tell him about that, Dom.
Yeah, when we were at the Old Lime Inn, and we were premiering the video, and we had a full crowd, and I was doing readings on the side, and I had a woman come in, and my typical, you know, if there's somebody you want to connect with, you know, personalized, strong, happy memory, and she's like, "Oh, you only do people?" And I was like, "Well, no, I do animals as well, and you have a very large animal with you right now." I said, she's like, "Well, what is it?" And I'm like, "It's a horse." And she's like, "No way." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I see it bringing his head over your shoulder." And I said, "And kind of snuggling you." And she just broke out in
I'm
tears.
gonna
And
cry.
she was like,
Stop.
that's my Adrian. And
I'm gonna
like,
cry.
I was able to connect with the horse and
Aw.
give her some insight. So yeah, and she was like, "I didn't think you did that." And I'm like, "I do more than just people." So yeah, we have Kate Kroll that's on, and when we were at Skytop Lodge, she was asking me. I kept seeing a dog running around the one room, and she was asking me. She's like, "Do you see anything around me?" I said, "Yeah, I see a German Shepherd around you." And she was like, "That's my dog," and she has that. He follows her around for protection. So you know, I do see other things besides people.
Jeremy, I see your message. That's what I say to you. I can't help it. It's not just because it's a horse. It's because it's a furry fur baby. Okay.
Yeah, and that's happened to me in readings too. With you know, I'll be sitting there, and then it's like, "What's up with the dog?" I see the dog, and they're like, "Oh my God, that was my dog that I had for like 13 years." You know, it's always something like that. So sometimes, you know, because we form very strong bonds to our pets, you know, here in life, so they stay with us. You know, my cat comes up in readings sometimes too. So, you know, yeah, I believe that. It's, yeah, animals are, when you connect with like animals' spiritual energy, it's very different. You know, I don't know how to put it into like word, but you know what I mean? Like it's very, like it's not as, I don't even know how to put it into words. So I'm not going to.
Scared the shit out of me.
There you go.
God damn, Trevor. Scared the hell out of me.
Well, everyone's awake now, so.
It's so loud.
It was so loud, and it's so apropos, and as Will Smith's career just tanked right after that. An idiot.
Oh man. I have a couple things I wanted to bring up, and I was thinking, hey Trev, do you think we could play maybe like the new Warhammer song, if you guys don't mind? I need like a quick potty break, if that's okay. But before we get into that, do you think we can just chat about this for a second?
Absolutely.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Let's do that. You want to do that now?
Yeah, and then do you guys mind just having like an intermission for like 5 minutes?
Not at all.
Okay,
That's
cool.
fine.
Yeah, let's chat about this.
So Bill Burns, UFO Hunters. I'm sure your listeners will remember Bill. That was a show that was on 2008, 2009, and they delved with a lot of like really, really cool stuff, and a lot of sightings in a lot of different areas all around the world. And as a matter of fact, Bill is my next door neighbor practically.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Bill's like we're actually going to be videotaping with him on Tuesday. And you know, Bill's up there. He's like 82 now, I think 82, 83. Still got a lot of energy. He just did this great video we did for the UFOs over Jim Thorpe, and Dom wasn't in this particular video, but we had this incredible encounter with these people that had missing time. They had seen this sphere while they were at a lake, and what blew me away is this guy Russell went under the water to try to get away from this thing, and he thought he was only under there for a few seconds,
Yep.
Like an hour later, he pops up again. I'm like, wait, an hour later? What is going on here? So he had this and everybody was gone, like all in the friend group. And then Michelle, who was a part of the friend group, said, and we didn't even notice he was missing. And I'm like,
oh no.
Yourself, I don't want to be in that friend group. But no, it was amazing. And he's a great guy. He's a comedian and he's also a musician. But again, people are having these experiences. And for him, he loves our show and he felt comfortable coming on and talking about it because, it was just something that happened to him and he still couldn't explain. So we're going to be doing another one where we're going to try to delve into the psychic aspects of this, where Dominic will be on the investigation talking to these people. We're actually meeting with a hypnotist too on Tuesday, which is also talking about a woman who had missing time, a client of his, and going to talk about a little bit about what he does and some of these cases that he's had where people are actually experiencing this missing time. So it's a new direction for us to go into, like the abduction phenomena. So yeah, look, a lot of people are experiencing this stuff and they're having a hard time moving on with their lives. So, for Dominic and I, we got to keep pushing on. But for some people, it stops them in their tracks,
Oh, sure. That would be life-changing for some people, I would think. Just totally interfere with everything that you've always understood. And then all of a sudden there's this wrench in reality.
Yeah.
Some people can process it. Some people, they stop there,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yep. So did you need to take a break now?
Yeah. Do you guys mind? We're going to play like a metal song and everyone can take a quick break. Does that sound good?
That's good. Sure. Dom, are you okay time-wise, or do you want to get off now?
Yeah, I may be jetting only because I'm up at 4:30.
Oh, okay. Well, Dom, it was great. I want to talk to you more when you have a chance. I have so many questions for you. So I will be catching up with you on the flip side. But thank you for coming on.
I'll give my contact info. You can send it over.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, because I know you had a question about your mom.
Yeah, and my cat. Okay, but we'll get into that another time. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Thanks, Megan. Nice to meet you.
It was great meeting you.
We'll come up to Connecticut. The next time we come up, we'll have to get together and
yes, please let me know.
Yeah. Tell me when you guys go up to Connecticut, and I'll meet you guys up there, and we'll all hang out.
There you go.
We're going to go to the Pine Barrens. You can join us there for
Dude,
BIGFOOT.
come. It's 20 minutes from me. Where are you?
Perfect. Dom, I'll see you on Wednesday.
You got it. Thanks, Redbeard.
All right, brother.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. All right, Trev, you want to roll that beautiful bean footage?
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Miss A here. I just came in to interrupt this show to remind you guys to fucking smash that like button. Hit it. Subscribe. Fucking share it. Comment. It's free. Just do it, man. Look, this guy's doing it. He's hitting that button. He's hitting the subscribe. It's free, you cheap fucks.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can!
Do it. Do it. Oh, you're muted. There we go. Unmuted. Oh, what's happening? Megan. Okay.
Okay, there we go. I'm here.
We lost Dom.
I know.
I know.
Oh, boy.
In his defense, he does have to get up at 4:30 in the morning.
That's too early, man. No one should be ever awake at that time. That's when I go to bed.
I agree.
I went to
know,
bed.
just about.
I went to bed last night at 5:15, so that's
like-
not a good time for me to get waking up. But let's see here. What else did I had so much stuff I wanted to ask you. Meg, did you have more questions too?
No, that was all of them. A lot of them got answered just in conversation. So
That's awesome.
I appreciate it.
What about like the this stuff?
Ancient Aliens?
Yeah.
So with Bill Burns, yeah. So we're gonna do this video with Bill Burns on Tuesday. So we're doing another UFO video here in Bucks County. We had a huge UFO flap in 2008. And I mean, so much so that I think it's still going on. I mean, people are still seeing crazy stuff. I actually did a video, let's see, from 2021 till now, people have been seeing these weird, like, remember we had the drone situation a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
A year and a half ago. But I don't think that's even gone away. But before that, I was getting people seeing this big, like gigantic, brightly lit object, silent, no lights, I mean, no sound, just incredible. So, and people are drawing what they're seeing. So that's kind of what we're investigating, some of those claims, going back to some of the stories that people have heard and have told us about the 2008 sighting, and then talking about missing time. And I think on this too, we're going to do like a night investigation and kind of just do like a night watch kind of a thing. So
that's cool.
What happens from there.
Awesome.
That's cool. And what about I know that you have this.
Yes, a new book, Eric Mintel casebook. It's available on Amazon. But if anybody wants to get it from me through my website, I'll send them a signed copy. So. Oh
wow, you hear that, guys? So if you want to get a really cool book, go on over to his website. And what was your website?
It's ericmintelinvestigates.org.
Let's see. Do I have that in the banners here? No, but I can add it.
Awesome. And yeah, it chronicles pretty much a lot of the investigations that Dominic and I have done since we started. And then I'm actually going to be writing a companion book to this soon too, with some of the other investigations we've done for the Poconos. And then for some of your listeners too, October 4th of this year, on Sunday, October 4th, we've got the first annual Pocono Paracon that's happening.
I'll go to that. That's like an hour for me. Is it ericmintelinvestigates.org?
Yep.
Okay, so is that right?
Perfect.
All right. So you guys go check this out. Go grab a book. And if you get it from him instead of Amazon, he'll sign it. I'm going to be ordering one. You guys make sure you share this podcast out, share out this this link and everything, and get a really cool signed book. And I'm going to be at that Poconos thing. Stick around after the show, and we'll get information.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, it's just cool. We've got speakers, we've got vendors, we've got food. Some of the speakers we've got is Tom Carey is talking about Roswell, the deathbed confessions, when he talked to the actual witnesses.
I love deathbed confessions.
Oh my God, it's incredible. It's going to be awesome.
They're my favorite.
One of the really cool things is this guy, Gene Stico. He's like a very high up military guy who's talking about like a lot of the UFO disclosure now. But his wife, Natalia, is Ukrainian, but her father was a physicist, and she never really talked to her about what he did with his work, all those years. Well, he recently passed away and was given they were given an envelope. And in this envelope, apparently, is all of these plans for reverse engineering UFOs, which he was working on. Yeah. So it's pretty wild. Yeah. So then, so that's going to be cool. Jim Krug is going to be there. He's from Altoona, Pennsylvania. He's talking about crop circles. And then, let's see, me and Dominic are going to be there talking about all things, paranormal in the Poconos. And then we're also going to be talking with Mike Famelint, who is also a huge Bigfoot researcher, and he's talking about Bigfoot in the Poconos and Bigfoot in the Poconos and beyond. So it's going to be a cool day. And then in Bucks County, we've got another paranormal convention, our 4th annual paranormal convention, which is going to be great for you too. It's going to be on February 27th at Bucks County Community College in Newtown, Pennsylvania. And that's going to run from 12 to 6 that day. It's Saturday, February 27th. So we're still working on, promotion for that. But all the tickets are available for the Pocono Paracon on my website as well.
Oh, cool. So yeah, definitely go over to his website, get all the information about all the different things he's doing, grab some books and everything. And what is this also on your website right here?
Yeah, my t-shirts. Yep, the t-shirts we just got. Thank you so much. I just got a whole new batch of these t-shirts, and it's got that on the sleeve. It's got the Bigfoot on the other sleeve. It's got "On the Watch for Squatch" on the back, and that's on the front. And that's a painting by our good friend Timothy Wayne Williams, who actually I have the painting on my wall, but we made it part of the t-shirt.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's us investigating. So
I might have to pick one of those up too.
It's right there on the website. Oh my God, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That's what I love about this too, is we all have to support each other in some way, shape, or form. So I really appreciate you guys, having me come on tonight, and a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
I really appreciate you coming on. I mean, you've got a whole show and everything, and we're kind of a new show, so it was cool that you came on to a show that doesn't have a ton of followers yet. We're working on it. We haven't even, Megan, how long have we been, like maybe under a year? 8 months?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe I would say about a year.
Almost a year.
It builds. It takes time. It builds. You just got to build it from the ground up.
Yeah, but we appreciate it. I know, a lot of times people are like, oh, if you're under 100K, I'm not coming on because you're not going to bring anything to the table, and that's so elitist and just gatekeepy, and it just irritates me. So I appreciate you, especially this is so interesting. Me and Meg love this kind of stuff,
Absolutely. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, I might have to take a road trip for the Paracon because that sounds awesome.
For sure. Absolutely.
Meg, if you want to come down, Meg, I have a guest room. Just come, you can stay with us for free, and then you don't have to pay for a motel.
Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah, I would love to, because we have one in Connecticut that happens. I think they've been doing it once a year now, but I haven't been. But this one I would definitely, I would make the trip for.
Do you know where that happens? Is it in Hartford?
I think it's like southern. It's like close to New York, like Stamford or somewhere in that area. Yeah, cool. I can't remember exactly. It might be Bridgeport. I can't remember, but yeah, it's somewhere in that area. And, it's a little, out of my area, but, they've had some cool people in the past and stuff. I just couldn't make it for reasons. And, I'd rather go to the one in Pennsylvania because I'll be amongst friends. So
exactly. Totally. No, that's great. It's going to be fun. So yeah, and that's, I love Connecticut too, because we've performed up in Connecticut a lot, at the Old Lyme Inn and the Cheney Hall. I was at Cheney Hall for probably 20 plus years, like almost every year. It's funny because all year long I'm doing mostly paranormal stuff, and then for November, December, I'm doing our Charlie Brown jazz concerts. So we're doing a lot of music from Charlie Brown. Yeah, and it's just
I gotta talk to you about music too, man. Like,
me too.
Got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, it's fun. So it's been a better part of 33 years now. Yeah, going on. So and we're not playing as much as we used to because I stopped. The thing with music, we stopped doing a lot of like just the low rent gigs. You know, we just are doing more like concerts and concert hall situations, and so it's
Right.
I'd rather prefer that, you know, listening audiences and stuff. My guys don't like that, but you know, got to do what you got to do.
Let's see. Someone said, I want to ask you a crazy question. What do you think of the black metal? Do you know what black metal is? I'm not as jazz musician. I don't know if you are aware of black metal at all.
Not at all.
Okay. Okay. So
Thank you for your honesty. We appreciate it.
We can't ask you, is black metal real metal? Because you would have no concept.
Black, oh, is he talking not musical, but just like talking about, is he talking about music, black metal?
Yeah, it's a genre of metal.
You know, I don't know. I mean, I can't even answer that because I don't know, and I don't want to. I don't want to sound like an expert.
The answer is yes.
There you go. Yes. Yes.
And he said yes. Round of applause. Round of applause. You heard it here, folks. Well, we have just a couple minutes left, and again, Eric, I'm going to throw you into the green room just for a couple minutes so we can do some ads. But stick around. But before that happens, I wanted to tell you, I had to write stuff down so I didn't forget. This house is super haunted, and on another show we had talked about the doll that went off by itself and was saying phrases it wasn't programmed to say.
Mm-hmm.
That was a whole thing. But there was another thing that happened where the same week that happened, and it's as we started renovating and things like that, I was up. So we have the basement, the first floor, and then the attic, which we converted to like a master bedroom. So I was on the first floor, and my cat at the time was sitting next to me because he was like a Velcro cat. Anywhere I was, he was, you know. Yep. And he's sitting next to me. It's about 3:30 in the morning, and I hear footsteps in the basement, except for they're under my feet, which means someone's walking on the ceiling of the basement. Okay, and I'm like, and I could feel them like under my feet, and I'm looking down and I'm going, oh, what the fuck is that? My cat's ears went flat, eyes went giant, took off up the stairs, and I was like, Sagel, where are you going? And as I turned around to see where he ran off, this close next to me, like, and loud, was just a guy's voice, and he went, hey. And I went, oh, fuck that. And I went right up the stairs.
Wow.
I ran up the stairs. Like,
that would have freaked me out.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not down here anymore tonight. Like, I'm over. But like, we have this yellow cabinet in the dining room, and it shuts and it clicks. So you have to really kind of yank on it. Those cabinets open and shut all the time. There's footsteps all the time. What else? There is stuff in the walls. Like, we'll hear like, so it's super haunted.
Wow.
I love it. But I would love to see who would. Oh, another thing. You know those old DAT recorders, like the micro cassettes where you put tape in?
Yep.
We got one of those at an estate sale. We tested it when we got it just to make sure it worked. It worked. We moved here, and then we went and we checked it again to see if it worked because we were going to sell it. And there's a shotgun on it. Like, you can hear the shotgun fire, but there's no tape. It's from 1984, so it's pre-digital. And then I was like, oh, the heads are dirty, so we cleaned it and stuff, and we played it again, and it's just a shotgun, one shot, echo, echo, echo. It has no capability to record unless there's a tape in it, so we don't know what that is. But it was since we moved here.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a very haunted house. I don't feel like it's a negative thing. It's just something super mischievous.
Just a lot of energy. That's wild. My God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember you played it, and I was like, "Yeah, that's a shotgun." You know, if I for myself, I would have been like, "Well, maybe it was something technical," but yeah.
Well, this is so much fun, man. I just really had a good time tonight. We'll probably have to wrap it up right now because it's kind of getting like toward my end time here.
Oh, I got you, man.
So let's do the ads too. Whatever you need to do.
Okay, let me run these ads real quick, and then I'm going to pull you off, and then we'll be back with you in about 3 minutes, okay? So one more time, plug everything that you want to plug before I pull you off the screen here.
So I want to just thank you guys again. This was so much fun. I really appreciate it. Basically, you know, you can find me on YouTube or ericmintelinvestigates.org is my website. YouTube, you can find us on Eric Mintel Investigates on YouTube. Facebook, Eric Mintel Investigates and Eric Mintel, and also on Instagram, Eric Mintel Investigates. Always got something going on. We've got some podcasts, all kinds of stuff. We're all over the place. Find us on the Pocono Television Network every night at 7 o'clock. There's a free app that you can get on your phone, PTN, it's called, Pocono Television Network, and you can download that and watch us live every night at 7 o'clock.
Amazing. And don't forget that Eric Mintel Investigates new episode every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yep. Daily episode 7 p.m. on Pocono Television, guys. Go check it out.
So much fun. We're so grateful.
All right, man. Well, let me pull you down. We're going to do a really quick ads, and then we'll get back with you. Thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate
it. Thanks so much.
Megan, thank you for guest hosting. You're awesome and beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Eric, I'll be with you in 2 seconds. All right. Media, real quick. Let's go through these ads, guys. You know the deal. First all, coffee code, discount code 666 Deadly Grounds. Go get your coffee. It's fucking awesome and it's fucking delicious. Make sure you go get some coffee.
So good.
Yes, if you put in the code 666, you guys get a discount, and then it lets them know that you were watching us. So please do that. And there's Hearst Mania, June 12th to the 14th. What the hell is the date, you guys? Did that already happen? Today's the 14th, so if you weren't there, you missed it. Fuck you. All right, next one.
Bullshit.
Go to Fomorian Productions. Don't forget there's a bunch of merch. We're going to have a lot of new stuff up there now. All we have left at the moment is the Pius Levis patches, some Warhammer patches, and a couple Warhammer CDs, and I think one Kai. And Canos Del Chivas, we got some of those left too. Don't forget to go to Goat Throne Records, get that new HOD CD. Megan can contest. It's very good.
Fucking killer.
It's filler. Make sure you go to Realms of Rock, support Eddie, support the local scene, support all of that stuff. If you can't get there in person, make sure that you order something online, help him out. Don't forget to go grab some of Kai's merch over at Barry's eBay channel, Evaristo1974. And then also, don't forget to go follow this guy, Warhammer 666 AUSBM on YouTube, Warhammer 666_AUSBM on Instagram. Very important. Make sure you follow Mordant Red, follow Heavy Metallurgy, Melanie Loves Death Metal, Lord Necron, and the Goats of Metal. And I'm going to pull Shred up real quick to do some really, really quick extra ads, really quick, very fast. Oh, he's muted.
Oh, you're muted.
You've muted yourself, sir. I can't unmute you because you muted yourself. Unmute.
All right, listen.
There you go.
You need to go if you're in the LA area next weekend, night one. Miss, if you can pull up both those flyers are the same. We have a video to go with this. You can go see Devourment. This is a Charged Noise Presents event. Vulgar Display of Gaming is going to be live streaming. That's Brother Shane down in Southern California. Devourment, Mortiferum, Coffin Rot, Blistering Rot, and Sulfuric Cowdery on night one. Night two, again, Charged Noise Presents Devourment, Mortiferum, Mortal Wound, which is Shane's buddy's band. I have Mortal Wound on vinyl. It's a badass band. Go check them out. Severus and Stages of Decomposition. Go check them out. And we've got it. Yeah, whatever, Lee. There it is right there. There's his channel. Go check it out. I'm going to say we got the other. There's his, there's his official channel logo. And I actually have popped up right here a quick little video we can play for Brother Shay that he sent in. Go check out Vulgar Display of Gaming right here.
Awesome. And don't forget to follow Thralls of Metal. I forgot that one. Oh.
Necrotic Nick, all those boys over there. Thank you. Good job, ladies.
All right. Chaos Goat.
And
Don't
follow the
forget-
Gemini Archives also.
Oh, I'm getting to you, girlfriend. Don't worry. I got Chaos Goat right here. Don't forget to follow him. Mordant Red right now is on tour. We just saw them the other night. If you didn't get to catch them, here's some different dates. And here's a flyer. Also, don't forget to get the Godomensi tape over at Fomorian. And while you're at it, don't forget to follow the Gemini Archives right here. Follow, okay? Megan and her sister rule. They have really good interviews. They're super interesting. They're fun to listen to. And if you want some art, go over to Ethereal Vision on Instagram. And when she's open to commissions, get something done by her because she's fucking awesome, guys. All right? And that's all that we have to say for tonight. Megan, anything that you would like to?
Dude, thank you for having me. Oh my God, this is so much fun. Like, I know I was not Warhammer by my moniker, but
Ladies take over. Ladies take over.
Hell yeah. Dude, thank you so much. This is a fucking blast.
Thank you so much for coming. And guys, also don't forget to go over to the Eric Mintel investigates.org. All his socials, all Megan's socials, everyone that we plugged. It takes you 3 seconds to look it up and hit follow. Don't be an asshole. Do it. Support, okay?
3 seconds. Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
I'm here. Why am I even here? I meant to take myself off the street. Just fucking do it. Like Charlotte Douche said. Just fucking do it.
That's right. Go buy his book.
Warhammer is even Warhammer.
Yeah, go buy his book. Go get his t-shirts. Go to Megan's thing. Go order some art. Go to Fomorian. Get some merch. Get some t-shirts. Don't be a dickhead. Support people, okay? Get out there and do it. And that's all we have to say for tonight, guys. Megan, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope we can do this again. Trev, thanks for running the command backstage.
I barely did it. Thank you for helping along the way, by the way. Because she can, I think Miss A can see me in the background like I'm disappearing. I'm over here taking rips off of my fucking vape pen.
That's okay, beer. Man. I got you.
Thank you. This was great, though. Ladies, take over. Listen, you get the variety over here on the Mayhem Sundays, Metalheads.
Hey.
I want to thank you both, by the way, too. This was fun on my end as well. So thank you,
awesome.
Megan. Thank you, Miss A. You guys.
Dude, thank you. Love you both. Thanks for having me.
Love you
guys.
guys.
Bye, guys. You guys have a good one, and I will see you next time.
Where's Becky? She's taking a shit.
I'm gonna kick his ass, and then I'm gonna kick your ass.
You're not gonna touch
me. And then I'm
me.
gonna kick it like rock death.
Obey the beard.